And focusing on the Delhi election as Delhi counts down to elections on February 7th, BJP's chief ministerial candidate Kiran Bedi has made a frontal attack on her opponent Arvind Kejriwal. Speaking exclusively to NDTV, she says Kejriwal is highly toxic and highly negative and actually a person who's comfortable with the streets and not with a chair.
You have so far resisted from a tutu meme with Arvind Kejriwal. Because you were comrades once upon a time. He even wanted you to be chief minister for the Aam Aadmi Party.
No, not because we were comrades. Because that's not my nature. Negativity is not my nature. But that's why, so even if he was a comrade or not a comrade, I don't indulge. If you remember, many statements, sometimes televisions in the evening say, he said this, what have you to say?
Yes.
I used to not indulge in that. So that's his problem.
But the question is, how would you describe him? How would you assess him as a political challenger? How would you describe him as a politician?
Highly negative. He's very negative. And I noticed that even in Anna's movement. And he runs to the press conference at a drop of a hat. This was my difference of opinion. Now you asked me, I've told you. I never said it before. Very negative. He thinks there's something wrong with everybody. And it takes away, it's toxic. The company is toxic.
Did you feel that even when you were with him?
To an extent.
Did you have arguments at that time?
Well, in certain situations. But we had a common goal. Common goal that the country must get rid of its scams of the past. And I staked myself into it. We must get the Lokpal bill. There was one goal, whoever you may be.
Yeah.
We all had our issues. But I used to have an argument with him. Why are you calling for this press conference? It's not needed. Why are you calling for this dharna? It's not needed. And sometimes it was not even cleared with Anna. He would announce it unilaterally. Announce.
So your description of Arvind Kejriwal is highly toxic, highly negative.
Unfortunately, I would hate to say this, but you're compelling me to say this. This is against my nature. But it's time to tell you.
Anything you give him credit for? Anything you think? Because you work closely with him.
He's a grassroots worker. And he's a street worker. That's why I went to Dharna on the Raj. He's very, very comfortable on the street. That's why I went to the Rajpath. He is not comfortable with a chair. He's only comfortable with the street. And he doesn't stick to anything.